Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be looking at the SeaSucker beverage holder. This is going to be a 3 beverage holder at once. It just uses one vacuum cup to hold this up somewhere that you want to mount it. So you can put it on a boat, on an RV or a vehicle, really anywhere that you have a non-porous surface. So glass, metal, any kind of painted surface, maybe a really smooth wood surface. If it's varnished well enough, pretty much just about anywhere. So you can mount this up, have all your beverages close at hand, so you can stay hydrated and have some fun. The nice thing about this system, as with all of SeaSucker stuff, is that they use these vacuum cups, which are a tool-free way to mount up a whole bunch of accessories. In this one in particular, again, we'll have our 3 cups, so we can have our beverages with a couple of friends. As far as how to mount this in place, I'm going to show you using a little plexiglass table. It's not the most ideal thing, but it kind of is just portable and should be able to show you well enough how this works. The reason why I say it's not the best thing is because it's a little bit short, and also it's kind of flexy, so whenever it comes to taking things off, it just can give me a little bit of trouble, so bear with me. But should be pretty simple to get this guy in place. Basically the idea is we put it onto our surface, give a little bit of pressure with our hand, pushing down on that cup, and then you're going to push in on that plunger until all of the air is removed and this orange band is no longer visible. So as I push on that, you'll see the cup starting to kind of flatten out. And now our plunger is all the way removed, or all the way down, and our table is securely fastened to this cup holder. It's not going anywhere. This cup has a pull rating of 120 pounds, so you can try all you want. It's not going to pull off of there. And it has a load capacity of 40 pounds, so really good amount of weight. On average, a gallon of water weighs about 8 pounds, so you can have up to 5 gallons sitting on this thing and it'll still hold just fine. So unless you have some very large cups, I think this is going to hold just about anything that you want to put in there. Again, we'll have our 3 little receptacles there. They do have some drain holes at the bottom, so they're not going to collect water. If you plan on leaving this outside, should be fine. Or if they get splashed into, if you're on a boat or spills, they're not going to collect anything in there. It's not recommended by the manufacturer to leave this outside all the time. If you're not using it, they recommend that you take it off so that the mechanism in there doesn't get salt water in it. If it does happen to get kind of gunked up after a while, they do include a little tiny bottle of lubricant to help lube the mechanism there, and also the vacuum cup. So that's something that you can do for periodic maintenance. As far as the size, it's about 14 inches across from edge to edge, and then when the plunger is all the way up, from the bottom to the top of that plunger, it's 5 3/4 inches, and then front to back, it's 7 1/2 inches. Each of these cups is about 3 1/2 inches in diameter. There is kind of a stepped design to it, so this initial opening is a little bit bigger, and then there's a slightly smaller stepped in piece at the bottom. So this wider diameter is that 3 1/2. The stepped in portion is closer to about 2 3/4. I think this is a really nice system. It's really easy to use. You don't have to have any tools, as you can see, to get this installed. Looks nice, works really well. That vacuum cup is just kind of ridiculous in how strong it holds against any surface you put it on, as long as it's non-porous or it doesn't have any holes in it. That just helps to create that airtight seal. To remove it, you'll notice there are 2 little notches on either side of that vacuum cup. So if you lift up on those, it should break the seal, and you'll know when it's broken because that orange band will be visible again. You might also kind of hear a little sound as the air rushes in. This is that moment, like I was saying, where this table is not the best, because since it's so flexible, it doesn't really want to let go of this cup. This is made in the USA. You can get a dry box to go with it, there we go. We do have dry boxes sold separately here at etrailer.com. So if you want to have a little dry box sitting in one of these cup holders to hold your stuff, like maybe your cell phone or some more delicate items, you can house that in there and keep it nice and dry. That's pretty much all there is to it for this beverage holder. There are a couple other configurations. There's one that's just a single cup holder, and then one that's also a 4 cup holder. So if you want to have more or less, you can choose one of those. We also have a lot of other accessories from SeaSucker as well. So check them out, and thanks for watching.